On today's episode of Unbinged, we're talking about Gen V Season 2, Episode 7. We finally got the big reveal that we kind of all knew was happening, but how does it set up the finale? How does it affect the boys going forward? We're going to give you our theories and break down this episode on an all-new episode of Unbinged starting. Welcome to Unbinged, the podcast where we break down these shows and movies you love to binge. I'm Alfredo Brown, joined as always, I got Jagger May, Matt Kaufhammer. We're talking about Gen V Season 2, Episode 7. We finally got the big reveal, but before we reveal that, let's get the spoiler warning.
This is your one and only warning that we're about to spoil the entire boys universe, including Gen V. Spoilers, there's some ass play a little bit in there.
It wouldn't be the boys universe without ass play.
Yeah.
There's never no ass play. There's just always some or more. That's just kind of how this show works.
Yep.
But guys, big reveal. Dun, 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 dun.
We knew it. We done been new, as the kids say. Like how many?
We done been new.
Yeah, lots of words that don't need to be there in their vernacular.
The kids just say 6, 7, and it means anything. Like it means Godolkin. Like we knew it. We knew it the whole time.
6, 7.
It's not upsetting. Whatever. Like it is what it is. We kind of knew this was happening. If anything, I think I'd be pissed if this wasn't the reveal, right? Like if they waited another episode for this.
Right.
I'm kind of excited to see like what the whole showdown is going to be. Koff, before the show, though, you mentioned something that it went clear over my head while I was watching, but I love the connection that you may have made here with Godolkin and Marie getting sent over there, how this all gets set up. Speak on that.
Absolutely. So last episode, Stan Edgar makes a surprise appearance, and at the time I was like, well, maybe he's making a play. He's trying to get on the side of the people he thinks are going to win, and that's how he'll sneak his way back into power. But after this episode, I think it's more likely Sister Sage
One more time.
has already gone. Yeah. Sister Sage has gone to see Stan Edgar and proposed this plan to him already, because we've already seen that she's been working with Godolkin, and Stan was the one that kind of implanted this idea into Marie's consciousness of like, hey, if you get Godolkin on your side, he'll help you with Cipher, he'll help you with Homelander, everything will be fine. All you gotta do is save Godolkin from the evil Cipher. So I very much think we're going to get another reveal next episode that Sister Sage is behind everything. She's using Stan Edgar and Godolkin to further her own plan, which I'm still unsure of what her end goal is besides soup supremacy. But I do think that that's going to be the next reveal, is that Stan was the one instrumental in setting up Marie to get her to the position of literally healing Godolkin to get him back to full power. And I mean, man, Marie, what are we doing? Stop and think for a second before you do something.
Man, this could be like what if Sister Sage is like the ultimate big bad? Like obviously Homelander is just one fit away from absolutely causing a 9/11, but it's Sister Sage who's managing this whole thing. And I got to look it up. Like Evil Reed Richards is basically where she's at this point, and everyone is kind of like on her strings here. Because like you're right, I think especially now that Stan Edgar is vulnerable, it's super easy to manipulate him. He's just Mr. Krabs, money, 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 money. It's just like you just gotta like whisper something at him, and just like, hey, Godolkin, blah 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 blah. There's money in it. There's profit, and he just was like full blue vein throbber to go and help Marie because
so like that I guess would make Homelander sort of the Vader in this situation. Sister Sage is the Palpatine, I guess, like kind of sitting behind it all. Like, or there's like multiple Palpatines that all think they're Palpatining, and multiple Vaders that like think that they're Vadering. I think this adds a lot of really cool wrinkles to this universe where for so long it did seem very straightforward. We've got the boys, we've got Homelander, good, bad, not always good, whatever, save humanity, right? Like, but there's just so much more to this, and the wrinkle within soups now of having the superior soups, the not superior ones, and or weaker ones, however we want to classify them. We kind of already see Godolkin's plan unfolding here, where he's just walking around. What's your power? Oh, you're the one with the feet hands? Dead. Kill yourself. And we get the promo for next week where now he's like holding these seminars where he's trying to have students come in and basically just determine who's going to be the strongest ones. And I guess the other ones he's going to be killing. So I hope we don't spend too much time on that. I really want to see the big showdown between our characters.
I imagine it's just gonna be that meme where everyone's just singing "Turn Around" every now and then like all of a sudden, like one hero's gonna come around, and that's like the one kid who
Right.
sings well. It's just gonna be a lot of that for him. I worry for Bushmaster, like I definitely worry the
She-Hulk.
application. It's it definitely feels like he's setting up the school for a battle royale. And if anything, I wouldn't mind a tournament, like a good old fashioned anime tournament, kind of. But and I say that it's fucked up because they're gonna die. So now that I'm talking about it out loud, I just sound like a psychopath. But that would be very interesting.
Lean into it. Lean into it.
Lean into it.
Dude, this is a show where there's like a quantum butthole. You're fine. Like you're okay.
Speaking of quantum butthole, do you think there's gonna be like
why
an
did that
underground
trigger anything?
Wait. Do you think there's gonna be like an underground railroad movement where they're trying to sneak out kids that are on the coal list, and it's like the only way is getting it through the escape through the quantum butthole, and so he's gonna be Harry.
That would be the most James Gunn thing ever. To take the throwaway butthole and make it very important to this story.
Make him. Yep. I'm telling you, watch it happen. He's gonna smuggle somebody out.
His asshole. Like
it's a QAC or a QUA.
Yeah.
Quantum.
He's gonna start smuggling out the students that are on the to be cold list, and then that's how the fraternity comes into play because they're gonna be the saviors of the season. Watch it happen.
You know what? Yeah, you keep shooting from half court, bro. You're doing great. I'm not gonna lie. You keep hitting these shots on all these crazy theories. Fuck it. We're doing butthole stuff for the final episode.
Yeah, it's the all ass play episode of Unbinged. Did we know that Homeboy was going to be the big reveal for Godolkin, the guy from Wicked? I'm looking his name up right now.
Yeah, he was in the first episode.
Yeah.
He was in the first episode. Like we knew Bach was Godolkin the whole time. I was slightly confused about like I guess when she heals him, he just went back to how he was when he got burned, which is interesting. Like it makes me ask questions, right? Like why is he not aging? Because he still looks relatively young. Like he looks older, but not
maybe part of her
100.
power. Maybe part of her power was a rejuvenation of the cell, so it went back to a younger, like prime age somehow. I don't know. It might be it might just be comic booky hand wave it away. It's part of her powers.
Or he's just like not Sister Sage. He's just like Stormfront. Yeah, Stormfront didn't age either. That just could be. It's like you said, that is comic booky, but we've at least already seen that within the boys universe before. So
yeah, it feels like one of those things you can just easily hand wave.
Yeah.
Well, he was frozen. He was frozen. That's like that actually.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. What I really want for the finale is obviously we're gonna have like the big battle, whatever we want to say is all like the final action of this. But I do want to flash back to the lab scene. Like I want to understand how Godolkin got to where he is, like what happened in that moment. Because Koff, we were talking about this prior to the show. Is like was he just mentally jumping from one person to the next, various assistants in the labs that like got him out of there? But what was it that he gets to this point? Because we never got to see that. I wonder if they're going to do that or just going to leave it be.
Yeah, how did Doug become Cypher or his meat puppet? Like we had talked beforehand, was it one of the things where Godolkin was like learning to use his powers, and so it was kind of jumping from host to host, and then he found the perfect host in this Blockbuster employee with a
That's
cat
amazing,
named
by the way. That is amazing, by the way, that now Blockbuster becomes the cultural like sign
touchstone.
That becomes, yeah, that's the touchstone of knowing like where we are in time or when things happened in time. Just absolutely fantastic. I love it. Former
And that's
For any
Blockbuster.
younger
that just
viewers.
shows how long he's been in there. Like it's got to have
Yeah.
been what?
Well, like we knew he
10
was there for
years?
Marie's birth, right?
Oh
More.
yeah.
So at least 20. And then Blockbuster was popular.
But to reinforce
in the
it with the
90s.
Blockbuster thing was great. Reinforcing, like, yeah, I've been around since Marie's birth, but also, like, he found me in the parking lot of a Blockbuster living in my Toyota Camry with my cat Buster. Like, that's just fantastic. Just delicious.
That cat's dead. Let's just
Oh.
let's just say
Let's call a spade a spade.
Oh.
I had to say it. I had to
If
say
we
it.
had one more episode left, I feel like we could have done a whole Buster episode and just tracked him down, found him, found out what happened. Look, we're going to keep talking about Marie and a lot of these other characters and what we expect here for the finale. But before we do that, I want to remind everybody, we've got a giveaway going on, a $200 Amazon gift card that we are giving away to the best theory or comment that we get in an Apple Podcast review. Okay, all you have to do, head on over to Apple Podcasts, leave a review, preferably 5 stars, but whatever you see fit, and leave us your theories from this show, comments, what you like about our show, what you want to see us do in the future, and then you're going to email that to unbingedpodcast@gmail.com. Just send a screenshot and you'll be entered to win. Right now, we do have some entries in there, not too many, so your chances to win are still pretty big. It's $200 Amazon gift card that we will reveal on the premiere breakdown episode of It Welcome to Derry on October 27th. On top of that, we also are going to be covering Fallout, Landman, Stranger Things, so many great shows as well here on Unbinged, so make sure you subscribe. Guys, Marie has gone full Anakin here, where like she's the football player that's like really reading her own press clippings. She's smelling her shit. She thinks it don't stink. And like, she's kind of leaning into this whole, I need to be the chosen one. I need to save everybody. And she turns into Peacemaker. She's like, I want peace. And I don't care how many people I have to kill to get it. Like, she's like, I want to keep my friends safe and I will hurt them to keep them safe. Like, it just,
Why are
it
you
seems like
making me do this?
yeah. Like I'm running out of comps for her, but
yeah.
like she's
This is
doing
just
all the
classic
classic things that
abuser
heroes
shit.
do. Yeah.
Yeah, classic abuser shit where she thinks she is right even at the detriment of everyone around her. And she won't take no for an answer at this point, and she won't listen to reason. So even when someone that she supposedly loves, like Jordan, who she has expressed, I love this person, she throws her away like it's no problem, or throws them away like it's no problem, because she's like, no, I'm focused on my end goal and nothing's going to stop me. And that's really where you see a hero turn into a villain in a lot of stories. So have we been set up to this point where we think Marie is the hero, and then it's going to turn and she's actually the big villain, and then somebody like Emma is actually going to be the hero?
That would be dope, actually. I think
I can
that'd
absolutely
actually
see that.
Yeah, and it's, to me, that would be a unique storyline that would put Gen V, and again, not to disparage the boys, but it would definitely be like the perfect torch to, at least at its current iteration, to put Gen V above it, just because it's something that we haven't seen before. And you got to think, it's, in a lot of ways, she's trying to be a benevolent Homelander. Just a lot of unilateral decisions, you know, where she's like, I could do this by myself. I don't need this. I'm just going to fly off and laser the fuck out of it and hope everything works out. It's kind of the same mistakes that a lot of the Seven and heroes in The Boys have made, where they just don't think a lot of shit through and they try to muscle their way out of every problem.
Well, like, she didn't think any of this through with Godolkin. Let's be real. She just hears Stan Edgar, a guy who she does not know and should not have trusted, tell her Godolkin is the key that could save everything. And then her dumbass goes running in to go find him. And her only questions are, if I heal you, can you stop Cipher? And he's like,
Like a slow blink, like a cat. Like it's just the only thing that you had, that you went off of, and you're like, that's good. I've got enough sources. It's fucking nuts. I will say
Source,
that,
trust me, bro.
This guy.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I don't understand like where she comes to that conclusion. Like, obviously it's part of the story, but like, fuck, man, Marie, you're at the point now where you don't trust anyone, and you probably shouldn't. You're willing to not trust someone who has proven their worth to you, Cate, but then you're not going to trust Godolkin right in front of you. Like, Cough, what you're saying is, I think, something that it's one of these, it's an abuse of power. It's with great power comes great responsibility, right? And how that responsibility eats at you. And I think a lot of the themes from this show throughout it has always been self-harm and living with the repercussions of your actions, whether it's to yourself or to those around you. It makes sense that when Marie uses her powers, it hurts the people around her, right? Just like how her decisions are hurting people around her. Like, it's something that is very, very present there, where I think we are going to see Marie sort of fall into the Cate dynamic that we saw towards the end of last season, where it's like you kind of do what you think is right because you're being told that, and you're not really being a free thinker and thinking for yourself. So yeah, seeing Emma become the person that maybe becomes a hero, or anyone else for that matter, like Polarity now, like he's a player in this. There's a lot that could happen there.
I will say with Polarity, you definitely can see that was supposed to be his son's storyline, and how that was supposed to play out. I'm not complaining at all, because like they did what they had, but I'm just like, man, that would have been cool with Andre. You know, that would have been really fun. Like, Andre would be such a cool fucking character right now. So,
are you guys like me and think that Jordan's not going to survive this? I feel like she's going to try to stop Marie, and Marie's going to accidentally kill her.
Yeah. It does seem like a sacrificial lamb, and I
think
selfishly,
it's
Annabeth. Okay.
I think it's Annabeth because she has the whole
Hot
she has
take,
the whole
I hope
pre
so, if we're gonna do it.
Hey, no, not hot take. I think we're all in.
Yeah,
because she's got the whole precognition thing, right? So there's gonna be one of those moments where she sees or thinks that Maria is gonna die, and she steps in to try to save her. And that might like snap Marie out of it last minute here, where she's like, oh shit, like I got to change what I'm doing. That feels like it could be the thing we're leading to.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I like both of these,
But
though. I like both these. I like the idea of Marie sort of going bad, but not realizing it, and killing Jordan in the process. And then the other option there.
Because if this is an Anakin scenario, then does that make Jordan
What if Jordan's
Obi-Wan?
pregnant?
Or is this Jordan more
Padme.
like Padme? But there'd be
I'd say-
if they
I'd
have
say-
a final
I'd say-
confrontation, it's like Obi-Wan, they do the duel.
I would
Jordan
say,
get
I
pregnant?
mean,
I
That's-
can't get down that rabbit hole.
let us know in the comments. Can Jordan get pregnant?
Yeah.
Wow, that's a we got
How
we
we
got a
not
whole.
talked about that? I just like
don't
That's
know.
a thinker. Well,
Wait
you can't get pregnant from
a
Marie,
second. Wait a
so-
second. Wait a second. We're asking if Jordan can get pregnant. Marie's a female.
Marie's
Like,
a
Marie
woman.
didn't do it. We're so fucking stupid.
We're so stupid.
I have to no, but it begs the question. What
We're
if
like,
she
can they
cheated?
get pregnant?
Yeah.
Not from a vagina.
Okay,
No, they
but Jordan. So Jordan could get Marie pregnant, but then
Sure.
could someone else get Jordan pregnant?
Yes. We've
But
gone
like,
too
what
far.
happens?
We've
if
gone.
you
We've
change?
lost the plot.
Like what happens if you get scared? You're like, bloop, and you switch. Is that like just
No more
turn
baby.
on baby? It's just like, oh
Plan
no,
B.
there goes like does the uterus go
Natural
away? I
plan
have
B.
a lot of questions. Oh, natural plan B. Love that. You know.
Oh.
That's just,
Oh God. Oh God.
Save yourself $50.
I forgot what we
See,
were
this
talking
is why
about.
math's important, Jack.
the Supreme Court
This is why
comes in.
math's
It's just like
important.
murderer. Just like,
What the fuck were we talking about before this?
okay, let's get back on track. We were talking about Marie killing somebody and
Yes.
Breaking
Right.
Bad, for instance.
Oh,
And then-
what I was saying is more that Polarity is kind of our Obi-Wan here. Like, I think that now Polarity is becoming a pretty important character because we get the reveal that like all the electrical neurons, the magnetism, whatever of like the human brain, like he's able to stop a lot of Godolkin's power. And that, you know, they do the whole whack-a-mole scene where he's like, yeah, sure, you could stop me, but you never know where I'm going next. So it's like, okay, well, what are the reaches of Polarity's power? How strong can he get, right? Are there more people like him that could help him? Does that mean that then Godolkin starts to kill all the people that are like Polarity, even though they might be strong, they can withstand his powers? You know, like there's a lot to it.
So this
Yeah.
is very much an allegory for, I mean, most famously the Night of the Long Knives and the Nazi regime, but almost every fascist regime, when they consolidate power, they cull the herd. They get rid of the people that are undesirable, but they also get rid of people that they think can
Too
potentially
strong.
oppose them in the long. Yep.
Right.
So you're absolutely right. This is just,
If you're the quarterback,
that
you don't
in
want a
action.
team of 10 other quarterbacks. You're going to go out and find your offensive linemen and your receivers and all these other people.
And you'd be like, hey, that
Right.
guy sucks. And then they kill, like, shoot that guy.
No special teams
Right.
for him.
So this, so again, this feels more and more like this is just Sister Sage, her plan in action of like consolidating power for herself and utilizing the tools that she has that are willing to do the dirty work for her. And that's someone like Godolkin, who is so obsessed with making the strong the strongest and having gods walk amongst us. So she's playing him like a fiddle and using him to do all the necessary like dirty work for her, so that way she can come out on top and be like, all right, now we have our creme de la creme.
So I wonder if this means that as we get into the finale of Gen V season 2, and then we go into the final season of The Boys, it kind of looks like we have 3 factions here. One of which is just simply Homelander by himself and whoever his supporters /
Whoever he likes
followers
that
are.
day.
Yeah, right.
Anyone with breast milk.
Sure. Oh, yep. Oh, what's our girl's name?
Firecracker.
Firecracker.
Firecracker. Thank you. Yeah, they all kind of start to sound the same. There's the Homelander's faction. There's going to be Godolkin's faction if he survives through this, which would be a massive wrinkle into the Boys universe. And then, or it's Godolkin with Sister Sage and Vought, I would assume, right? And maybe Stan Edgar.
So it seems like.
Stan Edgar is like, I'm on nobody's side but money, you know, like
Yeah,
it's
that's
just-
a hell of a team.
yeah.
That's a hell of a team. And then you've got the Boys with I assume what's going to be our main characters from this. So,
But wait, there's a fourth faction because Billy is now on his own. Billy
I was about
Butcher
to
is on his
say-
own doing some
Yes,
fuck shit
you're
with
right.
tentacles. The cancer tentacle monster. So we've potentially got a fourth faction going up against. God damn, there's so many things. So many people going against each other. I don't even know if Homelander is going to survive to the end of the next season. He may
basically,
die,
Super
like, halfway
Smash
through.
Bros. Is what we're
Yeah.
looking at here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite
Battle
literally.
Royale.
Accepted.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes. I was wondering if anyone knew that deep cut. Nice. Okay. So Annabeth, Marie's sister, we get the reveal that she got her powers when she was young. She hid them.
What a little
Dickhead
bitch.
move.
Yeah.
Annabeth she's what she's called a precog, which is basically she can kind of see the future, but not really. And it's like visions. It doesn't always come true, which we see this a lot
Sounds
in
like-
movies, comics, shows.
Sounds like she needs to be cold. Just saying.
Okay, let's not use
Cough.
that word.
I don't think
I
you're
don't think
allowed
you
to
can
say that one.
Yeah.
I'm
We're
just
gonna-
saying her superpower is
Your
kinda,
Honor, let that
kinda
be
shitty.
stricken from the record.
Yeah, fair enough.
He speaks the bullshit.
But she's also she could also star in a show called Characters I Don't Give a Shit About. So
That's
There we
true.
go. That was
That's
better.
true.
That was
Every-
better.
See, let's build on that. Let's make lemonade.
It doesn't work when there's a large white German saying we got to get rid of the black girl. Like it just doesn't work. Cough.
We'll fix
one
that
of
in
them.
post,
Rude.
buddy.
all of
We'll
them.
fix
We'll
that.
fix it in post. No, we won't.
Yeah, let's just everyone forget that Cops just said that. That's how we fix
Yeah.
There you go.
Annabeth is seeing this, like, I guess this nightmare or this vision, whatever, where she's seeing Marie supposedly dead on the floor, looking lifeless with blood everywhere. And we're seeing Annabeth in this reflection of the pool of blood. How much do we think this is real? How much could this be maybe even getting put in her head? Like this is, or is it just something that she's seeing that's not actually going to come true?
So it's got to be one of those like Doctor Strange, like I saw 14 million different possibilities kind of thing where she's
Right.
seeing a potential future. But again, every time precognition is used in a story, it's one of those like cautionary tales of like
It's
just
a fear
because you
device.
saw a possible just because you saw a possible ending doesn't mean you're going to do it, or it means that you in your effort to not have that ending do all the things that lead to that ending. So I don't know, maybe, but again, if it involves Marie and blood, I feel like that's Marie's wheelhouse. So she's not going to be the one in danger. It's going to be everyone around her. Like she's probably covered in someone else's blood, like Jordan's, who she accidentally just popped like a balloon.
or Annabeth's. And
Right.
she's seeing her own death.
Yeah.
She's seeing her.
I feel
she's
like they
seeing
took
her
the
own-
two
yeah.
sisters and really just turned them into Anakin for this show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just keep going back to that.
Or I think about another shitty Star Wars. Like, actually, I love Star Wars. I don't call it shitties, but I'm like
Acolyte?
Acolyte. Yeah, the twins on there. It's just like, I'm angry, and then one's like, well, why? You know, that's just like that's kind of what it feels like. It's like there's a whole plot line. You know?
That was how
I,
that show was. Yeah, I'm angry,
It's-
but
yeah.
why? They murdered
Yeah.
our mom. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I'm angry too. There you
Yeah,
go. There's the
that's-
acolyte in a nutshell.
I saved you a season. Oh, go watch the fights on YouTube, and then you're good.
There you go.
Those-
Dope
those were
lightsaber
good.
fights.
Yeah.
Those were good. Okay, so when at the beginning of this show, Marie leaves the compound that Stan Edgar has, Cate follows her, and we have this like the moment, the conversation between Cate and Marie, where she's like, "I'm gonna prove to you that like you can trust me." We still don't have the moment where Marie has healed Cate. We don't have the moment where Marie trusts Cate, and Cate at the end of this really seems to be the only one in that room that's with Annabeth and Marie that realizes, oh fuck, that's
We're in
Cypher.
danger.
Everyone
we're in
else in the second
danger.
level, like they know, but this is gonna be one of those moments. I think we're probably gonna have the thing where Marie doesn't trust Cate, and it comes back to bite her in the ass.
Marie shouldn't trust herself because she just like she's a bad idea machine right now, you know, and it's just like she's got to get over the Cate thing, man. They all
She's
do.
cough
At first-
after 5 beers, just a bad idea machine.
One beer, not five.
just a few
One.
cough
That's all it
after a
takes.
few small
Few
beers.
small beers.
Yeah, a few
Yes.
small beers is just a fucking bad idea machine, baby. And his juice is a few small beers. Just keep that's the tokens for the bad idea machine slot. And that, to be honest, that's what Marie is. She's like sipping her own Kool-Aid, like you said, where she's like, they called me Jesus, so it has to be me. It's like, okay, well, let's just calm the fuck down, you know, and you're not Jesus. Another thing I don't get about these people, they're like, well, we're gods and chosen ones. You guys are fucking products. You guys got good steroids and reacted properly. You're not like this genetic phenom. So like I have a hard time wrapping my head around
But
Godolkin's.
is that not like how so many people in the real world look at things, like money equaling power? Like that's how
That's
all
true.
of the richest, that's all the richest
That's
people
true.
in the world look at themselves. Like shout out Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, all you, like, thanks for subscribing and watching. But like that's definitely how they would view themselves, assuming, right? So like even though yeah, it's a product or it's not a thing that's natural born or something that I don't want to say earned because whatever, but yeah, like I feel like it is a perfect metaphor for how people in the real world act.
Yeah,
Well,
I
just
gue- I
look
guess
at
you're
somebody
right.
like a character. Yeah, look like a character like the Deep, right? In The Boys, like he's a himbo and he thinks he's better than everybody because of his powers. And so, if you've had them for your whole life, like how is it not going to warp your thinking because you are so much different than an ordinary person? It's almost inevitable that you're going to have some sort of superiority complex because you're like, hey, I can fly. What can you do? Nothing.
Well, one big comp I want to do is like to Harry Potter. It took Harry Potter 5 books to where Voldemort was just like, I got you, bitch. I know you move. And then he tricked him, you know, like and that's when you talked about the lesson in precognition. It's the Harry Potter thing that I took from it. Right now, she's Harry and she's like, I got to save everyone. Marie's been the chosen one for like 4 weeks. Like, I think you need to calm the fuck down. Like you've gone from being, and I'm talking as someone who was adopted, like you got from gutter trash in the system to where you were allowed in the big house. And then you were allowed in the big house. They threw you out into the fucking prison. And then weird white man calls you Jesus. And you immediately run with that. That's just, it's kind of
There's a
fucking
little
bonkers.
there's a little bit of white savior syndrome where it's like you've got a character coming in, a white man telling her of how much power she has, and now she
You're
believes
special.
it. You know,
I never
She
had a
admitted
bed
it. She's
before.
like, Cipher was right. She says it out loud last episode. God. Oh, God.
honest. When The Blind Side came out, man, I really liked that movie. And then the older I got, I was like,
It got worse
so
every day.
I'm mess
dog.
up.
it got worse every
does
time
not
I
age.
watched it.
It does not age
This
well
is
at
so
all.
fucked.
It
I think
ages
I was
like
like
milk.
13. I don't remember. I was a teenager, I think, man. Oh, sorry. That was a good drop, Jack.
That's fantastic.
Cough, what were you saying?
Just I don't even remember. That threw me off.
We're letting ourselves get derailed today.
Yeah. Well, it's just the fact that, like you said, it's a white savior complex where she's just like, she was so ready. And I guess there's two kinds of people where I'm skeptical. I think everyone's out to get me. And anytime anyone gives me something real, it's just to be taken away or it's just for some type of plot device. Marie's the opposite, where she is so desperate to be special that when someone tells it to her, she's just like, finally, it's not like the narcissism in there where she goes full on Beetlejuice. It's showtime. Like, that's just like, I just don't, for me, it's hard for me to put myself in her situation because there's just so little thought. And like Polarity is just like, hey man, you want to sit down for 4 fucking seconds and like, just think things through, and she just won't have it, She is young though. That is very indicative of like a 22-year-old where
Think of like college athletes, right? Like you walk in, like as a college football player, right? Like you walk in as a freshman and all of a sudden you're the star like Arch Manning. Like Arch Manning was believing that shit over at Texas, man. Like he's out doing commercials and all kinds of things, believing he's going to be the #1 pick, and like it just didn't quite work out this season.
He needs those Warby Parkers for real, dog. Like all those fucking like glass commercials in.
The prescriptions, please.
It's like, buddy, you picked the most ironic fucking NIL deal. That's a deep cut though. Yeah, it just, I feel bad. And I guess like Marie has done such a good job, but even like the slightest heel turn where I just feel really guilty for Cate. She's like, I can help fix your problems. Just, give me like Space Jam me my powers back. Just
Space Jam me my powers back. I do think that's where we're going to end up. I do think we're going to end up with her getting her powers back, full Space Jam. She and Polarity probably having to work together in some faction to like stop Godolkin here. And here we go. And I wonder if with them having to use their powers, like we saw, not that like the power has a price or responsibility, but that Marie, every time she uses her powers, she hurts people around her. There's probably going to be a thing here where she's fighting Godolkin and could not only kill Godolkin, but kill all the people around her. Like there could be a few people that end up, like whether it's Cate, whether it's Polarity, if it's her sister, there's options.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also think too, what if, because she tried to use her powers on Cipher, it doesn't work because he was in a puppet. What if now that he's out of the puppet, it'll work?
She used it. Who? Cate or
Cate? Yeah, like
No.
Cate can use, like Godolkin.
Oh, right. She couldn't read him at first because he was the puppet.
Yeah, he was the
Yeah.
puppet. So like none of Cate's powers can work directly, But now
she'd have to get close enough to him, right? Doesn't she have to touch him?
But yeah,
She had
but
to
now that's in
touch.
play. Before she could never touch him because they didn't even know that he was this fucking burnt crisp body. It's like, again, if these people will sit down and think of a fucking plan, maybe they can reach these conclusions like we are within 40 minutes. That's just...
Polarity's like, all right, guys, we've got to just sit down for like one strategy session here. There's no bad ideas.
Nope. Hormones say go. And then it just...
Ah, shit. Sam's already jumped.
Yeah, that's exactly
Okay,
it.
cough, please. Can we end this debate? Jumping or flying?
Yes. Oh, God. It's flying. Jumping's such a dumb power. Like, it's not better than
Hey,
flying.
don't
Flying-
disrespect Jessica Jones like that. Get fucked, Cough. Come on now.
Bro, come on. If you had the option to be able to jump really far or fly, what are you picking? It's flying
Obviously, I
every
want to
time.
fly, but if I can jump far, that's cool too, man. I would love to be able to
But
jump
not
where
cooler than
people
flying.
debate. I would want to jump so high that people debate if I can fucking fly. Koff is just like he's those people. Koff's one of those people who like, no, I don't need $1 million. I'll wait to play the lottery when it's up to $1 billion.
No,
It's like,
fuck
it's not
that.
enough for me
I'll
to
take $1
play.
million. I'll take 10 grand. Fuck you. That's fine.
It's crazy how we're like that. We're just like this isn't enough money for me to gamble gamble. I'll wait till everyone's gambling right now when it's at a stupid number.
I do that all the time, man. When I'm setting up like a Hard Rock bet here, because it's the only thing we can bet on in Florida, and I'll do like a parlay. I'll set it up, $5. Okay, that's good. But what about $10? And they're like, all right, ready? What about $15? And I just keep seeing those odds go up, man. Shit gets you every single time.
And that's why I don't
Guys,
sports gamble.
Yeah, don't do it. It's bad. Guys, Emma and Sam, they were kind of, I don't want to say the lost characters in this. Like they're just kind of hanging out. And I wonder, like, is that...
it out. I need to figure it out. Fuck her, get off the pot.
Yeah, what if we we're going to get a throuple with them and Greg.
What is Greg? I'm with Sam. Like, Greg, who are you? I don't care. Like, either do something bad or do something good or get the fuck off.
I really thought when they were in that room, Greg was going to reveal himself to be like with Godolkin.
Like a meat puppet?
No, just
or
an
just
asshole.
be on
like
his
not
side.
even a meat puppet. Like just
when,
one of
well,
his,
like when he was
one of his henchmen.
Because he was walking up. He was the last one to walk up, and I was waiting for him to like smack like Polarity to the side. And yeah, you're right. I was waiting for that reveal. So maybe he is just a nice guy that likes Emma.
I hope he was way too excited in some way that he dies like super fast. So like, oh, that's just Greg. You know, like all right,
he's like way too eager to help her out. Like it's like she's made friends with a golden retriever. He's just way too excited to see her. He's way too eager to help her out with no details. She was telling him that she needed his help. He's like, okay, yeah, whatever it is. Like before she even finished the sentence.
Not gonna lie, if Lizzie Broadway asked me for help, I would say yes without asking questions.
That's just because you're horny.
I get it. Actually, I mean, I get that, but like, I don't need to see it. Like, we can apply that she could ask any random dude and be like, "Hey, you know, I can get big or small," and someone like, "Fuck yeah, I'll like risk my life," you know. But at the same time, from like a plot perspective, I just like don't give a shit about Greg at all. You know, if he's just there to help Sam develop and needs to be faster, Sam should develop by knowing he's been a cunt and a little bit racist and like super ready for a fifth Reich.
Just a dash of racism.
Yeah.
Do you think Sam and Emma are good for each other? Like, should they be together?
No, actually, I don't think Sam deserves Emma at all. I think Emma could tell him to fuck right off. Like, if I would write this character, I intentionally try to break tropes like that of men with bad behavior. Like, it's just like, to me, that's just bad behavior, and I think
that could be like the big moment though too. Like, it may get a little corny, but it's one of those where like Emma chooses herself, and that's where she has the self-confidence to be able to get big whenever she needs to and actually control her powers.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to be a performative male. I'm not saying that, oh, Sam yelled and punched a wall. Yeah, Sam yelled and punched a wall. Let's cancel him. No, this dude killed people and committed atrocities. Like, this is just say what it is, guys. Like he went full fascist.
Yeah. Don't reward that.
Yeah. Like, it's bad. He didn't punch a wall. He punched through people a lot.
there's too much for him that he needs to like just grow as a person. When you hear him say, I've never experienced jealousy or really any feelings like this, like, you have to get reminded she's basically like, it's a big situation. Like, she's just dating an 8-year-old in an adult body.
Yeah.
Like, it's
an adult tank murder body. Let's just say with a touch of
everything is Ghost in a Shell.
Yeah.
Basically Ultraman from Superman.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that's a good idea. Or Superboy Prime.
Good comp.
Just like, I'm the hero, and just like loses it and like throws his fucking fit.
I love Jack. You're like, that's a good idea. Write that down.
Jot that down.
Well, guys, I think we covered everything here from episode 7 of Gen V season 2. We got the finale next week, and we will be back again on Monday for the newest or the last episode of Task, right? On HBO.
The finale.
That show keeps crushing it. You guys are doing it without me, and I'm sorry I can't be there, but the show's great. We got a nice finale on that one, so please join us on Monday for the finale of Task, and join us here next week for the finale of Gen V. Like I mentioned, we've got Welcome to Derry coming up, Landman, Stranger Things, Fallout, a lot of good shows coming up. We're going to do a couple of one-off episodes. We're definitely going to have a fun Halloween episode. We're going to dress up, so make sure you subscribe and you're ready for that. As always, I want to thank everybody for watching or listening all the way through. For myself, for Jag, for Koff, we'll see you next time.
Adios.